Hello everyone. Got 3 dirty jokes for you today. So little Johnny comes home from school and says to his parents and grandfather, "My teacher assigned me to talk about the American government in class tomorrow. Can you explain it to me?" The grandfather walks into the living room with the boy. "Well," he says, "I'm the head of the family, so let's call me the president. Your father makes all the money for the family, so let's call him the economy. Your mother does all the chores at home, so let's call her the working class. Your baby brother is our family's future, so let's call him our country's future." But before the old man can say anything else, he falls fast asleep on the couch. That night, the boy is about to go to sleep in his bedroom when he wakes up to a terrible smell, followed by crying. The boy knows that his baby brother in the bedroom next to his needs his diaper changed. The boy rushes to his parents' room and finds them screwing in their bed. He tries to tell them about the diaper that needs to be changed, but the parents are too busy screwing to notice him. Then the boy goes downstairs and finds his grandfather still fast asleep on the couch. He tries to wake up his grandfather, but the old man is a very heavy sleeper. The next day at school, the little Johnny's teacher says, "Yesterday, I asked you to talk about the American government. Can you explain it to the rest of the class?" The boy explains to the class, "The economy is screwing the working class, the president is fast asleep, and our country's future is in deep, deep shit." So a man is on trial for murdering his wife. Although a body has not been found, his lawyer says there is not enough evidence. The ex-wife is not even dead. "I am going to prove it to you. She is going to walk through the door in about 1 minute." All eyes are focused on the door. A minute passes. Another minute passes. And another. The prosecutor says, "She didn't walk in." But the fact that you were all staring at the door expectantly proves that there is reasonable doubt. The jury discusses and the defendant is found guilty. How can you send a man to prison on such flimsy evidence? The lawyer says. One juror says, "In the 3 minutes that passed, I looked through the courtroom, and I saw that the defendant was the only person who didn't look at the door even once." So long time ago in ancient Rome, there was a great famine all across the land. As food became ever more scarce, many people found themselves tightening their belts to get by. And inevitably, a man was taken to court for the crime of having committed cannibalism against his wife. Due to the horrific nature of his crime, the judge decided that he could not properly determine what punishment should befall the defendant. And so, he sentenced the man to fight in the arena for a year until the judge could figure out an appropriate sentence. The man turned out to be untrained but very skilled, and won every battle he fought. And when the year ended, the judge still could not figure out how to sentence the man and so sent him back for another year. This went on for almost a decade. By this time, the man had become a legend. He was undefeated in the arena. After every tournament, he was showered with applause. And his bed was always kept warm by groupies wanting to meet the legendary fighter. It was not long before the emperor himself heard of the man's plight and decided that the trial must be finished. So after almost a decade in the arena, the man was finally brought before the court, and the judge, now an older man, decides that he has figured out a proper sentence. Now it was the custom that before the final sentence was rendered, the accused can have one last chance to announce their remorse in the hopes that it can sway the judge and jury. So the judge asked the man, "You have spent a decade fighting in the arena for your crime. Do you regret your actions?" And the man thought for a good long moment about his wife, about the famine, about how he had become a famous legend that would be known across Rome forever. And finally he decided. No, he was glad he ate her.